The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
You enter the Stag and Beetle. It is obviously new and refurbished. There is a gleeman on a stage in the corner with a brightly coloured cloak of many colours, and he is strumming on a harp and reciting a tale of valour and honour about how the evil Stromblok nation was thrown down by brave Burmanian generals.
Stay thy hand, my friend.
For now.
And somehow there's a stupid Merliner there just like being a complete tard. Just sort of wanging out the joint. Not in the story, I mean, not there. Roya collects some discount beers and heads over to a shadowy table. So where to begin? I think the thing you're going to want to know first is that I was able, with a lot of personal risk, to discover that an old friend of yours has integrated himself with one of the powerful houses, so your job just got harder.
I mean Roman.
Cool. Gotta save myself a beating there.
Do you need healing?
No, I'll be fine. So, Viscount Maxwell has been here for some days, and has already basically bent the Archduke's ear in his favour.
Of course he has. But that was to be expected.
You're wanted for murder, by the way.
What?
For murder. You killed the Viscount's son a long time ago.
Oh.
So he's using that to basically perjure all of you.
Wait, he knows that...
Well, I mean, it is largely hearsay, but he's saying it for true.
How did
And
you
of course, they're going to believe him.
Accidentally?
And he has...
Big
And he has
explosion.
Duke Heinrich on his side, so... That's a pretty powerful ally he has there. It seems there's some pushback from Duke Himrel and Goebbels, so one of those, if they could be convinced. Oh, and your friend the Count is in town.
Ah.
He's invited you, once you're allowed in the inner city, to stay at the rooms he's rented. He also wants to speak with you once you're on the inside.
Of course.
If you make it in.
We would welcome that. At least I would.
He's advised he can't be much help.
Still, anything is something.
If you wanted to try and curry favour with Baron Sanger, he has House Ultron on his side.
Baron Singer doesn't want anything to do with us.
He knows who we are specifically.
Still. Oh God. Does he know what you did?
Which one?
You mean with regards to Count Hector?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you're not getting in there.
No.
I was initially thinking that Duke Himrel might be someone who could be on your side, but it seems that he's basically known as an incredibly credulous man, believing just about anything he's told. He's lost a little standing lately. And I haven't been able to get near the Van Ubers.
Goebbels did come up as possibly being a lead who had a library, but we would have had to
They've
work
all
our
got
way
libraries.
We'd have to work our way into his favour, not just instantly see him, of course.
During your time inside the inner city, did you hear tell of a tournament coming up?
Yes.
Practically all anyone in the hunting set's talking about. The Van Ubers have come in from their estate to compete in it.
We originally thought that may be our end into the inner city, to participate in one of the smaller events.
Well, here's the thing. Do you know the nature of these feats of competition?
It's a triumph. All sorts of games. Archery competition, jousting.
See, you could enter archery soon.
I could enter archery, you're right.
So
If
we
you
could have
were
multiple...
a man, certainly.
But they do not allow women to
You're
compete?
mania.
You're also told that by...
No, we knew that with the fighting, like the hand-to-hand, like champions and stuff. I wasn't sure about
Staff
other...
fighting, wrestling, armed melee, and there's a grand melee. But I wouldn't recommend entering. Well, I saw Sir Reinhardt on his way in, and
Yeah.
you don't have a chance of beating him.
We want to start Gadolf to be
Gadolf
competing.
is the one we've been warned against, because...
Well, Gadolf, the
Do you
Archduke.
mean Adolf?
So head off.
Gadolf, so
sorry,
yeah, sorry.
right.
So Adolf's here as well.
Yes, because we've heard that he doesn't hold back, whereas Reinhardt will at least fair fight.
Which must be hard on his behalf. Difficult to restrain such power, such weight from the weapons he must wield. I'd love to heft an axe that he could.
Oh, come on, he must be as old as your father.
Yeah, there's a lot of far-flung nobles in town as well, so if you were able to achieve a decent standing in the tournament, that would get you some reputation, but you're going to need an ally.
Yeah.
I'm still hoping that the Van Ubers will listen. The Baron would be a powerful ally. He's very well respected. And a tournament fighter himself.
Again, with the business with Count Hector.
No, I meant Baron von Uber.
Oh.
Van Uber. Sorry, everyone. Van Uber. It's an A instead of an O. His son is also there. Both of them on your side would at least give you some weight to swing around.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it would be enough to counter Heinrich and Roman.
If you were to
Kill
win,
Roman, yes, that's what I was thinking.
or
It is
Trust
something
me.
we should do.
That is something that I've been thinking ever since I...
It is something we've done a few times.
Yes, that's the problem. He keeps coming back.
I think
Yes.
he must be chosen.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Ah,
But he also has a ring.
had a ring.
He had a ring, yes. Since he's no longer...
So I'm guessing that's my next job then, go steal his ring.
He may have another ring, but the ring that he had got destroyed, didn't it?
I believe
It also
it's-
didn't work properly because all the mages died.
Yeah, the ring should hopefully, unless he's got hold of something else.
if you were to place well in one of these events,
Look,
maybe
right
a
on money.
impromptu
Wait,
Offering
isn't
in
that
the name
something
of the-
we could use against him?
someone you seek for an ally.
What?
He's got no affiliation with...
Those... The thing is, if he's got himself into a house, he's got so far up, do you really think...
No, he's right. If you can get enough pull and allies to be able to command or at least ask someone to use the tower, and if he has a magic object on him that will find it and and help erode that. I mean, he'll always claim that he just happens to have it and didn't know, but it will erode his standing.
His spear's met.
Well then, all you have to do is get friendly enough with someone who has the authority to command the use of the tower.
There's a thing like that.
A thing like what?
Just find some magical items.
Yes, it's in the tower. The tower is attached to the Witcher's College. It can find any magical item or magical person within, I think at least inside the walls. But it's not always on or something. I couldn't... asking him about that kind of thing is suspicious. I didn't want to push too hard. Do I need to? Because I will.
I don't want you to risk yourself unduly over...
Maybe if you could
something
find
like
out
that.
details, that would More
I mean,
details.
finding out who would have access to it would be handy.
Well,
Or just how specific it is.
Surely, if it were capable to be used all the time, we would be found already.
We're not within the... I'm guessing you mean the inner circle, right? Within the...
In Einvig proper.
Yes. We are out of its range at this point.
Also, what about that? I'd like to point to Saphira's rat sword.
I am not sure. I'll have to find out. Surely holy weapons are different from magic ones.
Even if you
Right.
could be found by the tower, I doubt they would act upon it.
I mean, they could use
If
that
it
against
informs
me,
them that far.
So,
just like we would plan to do against
from what
them.
I've been able to find out, reputation and standing are just as equally important as facts and proofs and that sort of thing. So, the more beloved and respectable you as a whole group are, the better it's going to go. So, while I'm back in there, I suggest helping all the old ladies across the street that you can.
we can also use the fact that you helped
If you really are staying at the throne, then that's a point in your favour there. Only the top of the top are allowed to stay there. It will be worth mentioning that around.
Also the fact that we helped marshal the armies in the north.
I wouldn't bring that up.
No?
It has been convincingly put about that young cousin Roman of House Draconin was primarily responsible for that. So until you have enough reputation to believably challenge that, you might want to not bring it up.
The only thing
that's
he's primarily
immediately
responsible for was having it almost fall apart.
That's nonsense. He was an enemy to that campaign.
Okay, so you walk in there and you say that, and then all the more important people say, see what lies they tell. And the Archduke will believe them.
The only one you could talk to is go, isn't that right? No, he would go against us no matter, just for the hell
I
of
was
it.
going to say
He
we
would lie just to be
directly-
a big fake cancer having shit about it.
No, I was talking about Baron Singer.
Baron Singer, because we literally worked.
Can you
with
trust,
him.
but is Baron Singer an honourable man despite being an evil, what, vampire did you say?
Hector seems to be.
So, he may or may not lie, I don't know.
It would
the thing.
depend on how he felt at the time.
The point is, you're not getting in anytime soon. I'm going back in for apparently more information and a ring.
I wouldn't
And
go.
you need to build your reputation, so
Oh.
we've all got something to do.
I wouldn't try taking the ring. Remember what happened
Yeah.
last time I tried taking those.
I would avoid the ring.
Jump it over his head.
Don't
Don't let him be alone with a woman. It could be a succubus. It's happened.
don't
Right here, Roya.
don't go after.
Look after Adrian, because you have to.
Don't go after Roman.
Yeah, don't go for the ring.
I almost died last time I did.
So noted. As to the other matter, I can't go looking. It's too dangerous.
Okay. With regards to our best chances here,
Incidentally,
best options.
if you still have that note from a certain man who gave you a task to do,
Yeah.
you might want to burn it, because if they search you and find that, they will kill you.
Yes.
And you can't afford to be seen as a spy.
So I should just destroy it. Why even have it at all?
That's what I'm telling you. What use is it here?
True.
Either that, or you need to hide it somewhere where they will never find it.
No, you're right. I probably should just destroy it at this point. It was mostly for travelling through Merland in the first place.
I mean, I realise that means you're going to have to pay some taxes on the way back. Maybe. But
I'm
I
sure
don't
we
think
can
I should
handle
say
that.
more.
Sounds wise.
Regarding the Heinrichs, basically, what do you think our best in would be based on what you've learned? I mean, we obviously can't go straight to the top. We're going to need to earn their trust in the first place, correct?
Heinrich Draconin. He is a rich, thin man. He dresses well. He has extensive land ownerships from what I can gather. He's probably the most powerful of the dukes. But he readily took in Roman, so I don't trust him.
Okay, so
or like
I
him.
must have had the name wrong. Who was it began with H, and Roya said they were our best shot.
I thought that was the
No,
Von
Duke
Ubers, right?
Henry.
Von Uber. Oh, okay.
Oh, then the Van Ubers.
Van
of course,
Ubers,
would-
okay, yes.
She just didn't have a. She couldn't get an in.
Well, the end for that is the turn.
Yeah.
If you impress him, yeah. So I'm sorry, I just answered with a bunch of stuff that you didn't actually ask.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Well, we'll just say Saphira accidentally made that slip in.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So that allows me to bring up the point that he is married to Lady Katrina, who was Baron von Uber's daughter. So she might be sympathetic as well, and she might be able to maybe bend his ear a little bit if you can get in with them.
But that
On the
again,
other hand, House Remen, he is accounted as an unconscionably and sickeningly good man, even if he is a little unbelievable. Because he's too easily duped. And House Ultron, Gerbal is... he is next in line, and therefore very trusted by the Archduke. If he would speak for you, or if someone from his house was your friend, it would lean things in that manner. I'm not sure you could actually... I mean, hoping that the actual dukes themselves would ever even pay attention to you is ridiculous, but being friends with people in their house and in their service
Yeah.
will help.
Yes.
It's ridiculous how much the game is played here. And when you're there, everything you do and everything you say will have a meaning assigned to it, whether you know it or not.
The Salvor is at best kept hidden.
What are you showing?
The dragon mark.
It entirely depends. Chosen are useful pawns. And that will definitely convince everyone that you are deeply embroiled in the game.
that would be the first time you see him showing it, because we haven't actually shown you that we've been marked. We didn't actually talk to you
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, circle dragon map.
You guys did tell me.
Yeah,
I just
we-
haven't seen.
Yeah.
We'll make note of that.
So it
Anything
sounds
about-
like, okay, we've already got Count Hector already wants to speak to us. Beyond that, it sounds like
That will be a big help.
the Van Ubers and
The Van Ubers
Goebbels-
are at least honourable. If they can be
Yes.
convinced that of the hardship you went through to get this reward, they would be his son, certainly, young Sir Van Uber, Max. Sorry, I was lost in dreamy fictional eyes. But if he could be convinced, then his father would be well disposed because they are thick as thieves. If you can put in a good showing and prove honourable, they'll like you. And if Max likes you, he might invite you to go hunting with him. That's a big deal. That would be a big deal. Things like that. The more if the people are spreading rumours about the grand band of this group or whatever you call yourselves, the more they talk about you favourably, the better your reputation will be. The more likely knights might pay attention to you, and that's what you want. That's the
Yeah.
realistic goal here, is to get some knight in service to one of these powerful houses to be your pals.
Yeah.
That speaks volumes. That makes you believable and credible. So when you go there and say, we did the hard yards and we deserve our fair share of the pie, particularly just Trident, the Archduke is more likely to listen to people who have friends in good standing, people who are in good service. Unfortunately, you are known particularly as a huge damn hero in Merland,
And the
an
North.
enemy state.
No, we're not known in the north because Roman has
Romans
changed the
twisted
story.
that.
Perhaps the Count will have a better idea how to undermine him. He was very interested to hear that you have joined the group, by the way,
so he knows of me.
I was picked up in the middle of the night by a very dashing pale man with glowing eyes and pointy teeth. You don't say no to an accoster like that.
They do so love to appear that way.
Well, I mean,
Have you had any inroads with the other matter?
I
I
can't
know
look.
we can't.
I can't look for that. It's
Okay.
too dangerous.
Okay.
If we are to be announcing ourselves and to be doing things to gain renown, then we cannot lie low anymore.
The problem
There
is
is a
I have
degree of
to.
danger. No, it's more important for you than anyone else. You have to combat the fact that they believe it is a fact that you serve the necromancer who exiled them from their homelands. You have to combat that with a massive store of reputation for helping the people of Bermania. So there's two contradictory stories, and what they will know as fact is what they can be provably observed and not just a rumor. It's more important for you than him, and he's an enemy of the state. As for you,
I don't think there's much he can do.
he's from here and he's wanted for murder. I would probably... I don't even know. I'll have to ask the Count. There might be something we can do. Maybe convince them that it's a different guy.
A similar
We
problem.
can't lie. Well, like you can't, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
A similar problem exists for myself as well. If we have to make who we are known, I have some issues there.
I would suggest keep using your fake bacon name. What was it? Bert Baldrick von Bacon?
Plus, the other matter
Stein.
restricting that there is if I
Bacon Stein,
also
sorry.
enter the tournament to curry favour for our group.
Well, I was thinking of
Are you kidding me? You're all entering, right? I know I am. Well, shit, I can't because I'm a woman.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we three are definitely entering.
Because apparently the fact that I can beat up men all day, every day is just not relevant because I have a vagina. Oh, I know. Preach it, sister. Never mind.
I would certainly enter.
So you couldn't just, pretend that you were a male.
Really?
That would surely not work.
Well, not if you're wearing that.
I don't think anything could hide this.
Maybe armor could.
Yeah, the right armor. It's not like it just automatically...
Although
I can't
No,
wear
that's-
armor.
it would certainly put you at a disadvantage because you would require something quite heavy to obscure that much. Person.
Anyway, I have to go off and do more work apparently, so you two enjoy the beer, enjoy the Gleeman. This, by the way, is probably a better inn to stay at than your wretched hive of scum and villainy. Just saying.
Well, if things go well, we won't have to spend
Although
any
they
more
did
than-
just rebuild it after an angry mob burned it down.
If things go well, we won't have to spend any more than
We've
one
had a
extra
terrible
night.
situation and in the exact same circumstances.
We very much should leave Shadow Heath. It should
Oh.
not be
Oh.
known.
Before you go,
that we
Roy,
stayed
do you
there.
know where tournament sign-ups are done?
I
Oh, you won't be able to get to the inner city. I'd approach the gate guard.
Very well.
You're staying at the fancy inn. I'm sure your innkeeper will be able to prevent you about a bar.
The rest of us may have to grease the wheels a little, but I'm sure we could get something through.
Good deeds and good works are what's in order. Well, I'll see you later.
Do you have a preference for colour?
White.
I had a dream the other night, and
Oh,
our friend was in it.
Kinky.
Does he oft appear in your dreams?
No.
She's gone.
no, he can only appear in your dreams.
Our friend, yes.
Oh, this is a different friend.
Oh, you're not talking about a
Oh,
dark bearded...
Frederick, yes.
Frederick.
He... Okay. I assume he was well disposed towards you in the dream after, everything we had done.
It wasn't bad, I'm just saying, don't be surprised if you see him.
Well,
Okay.
you guys did turn him into a literal dream god.
Yeah.
What kind of friend only comes to me in a dream? Strange.
Well,
is
if
another
it's anything like the
story.
kind of friends who come to me in my
For
dreams,
later.
it's David Hasselhoff.
Although, to be fair, this is a story that we could probably quite freely tell him over a few mugs one evening, even in Germany.
I still don't think he'd even believe it. I mean, how many people believe that we rode on the back of a dragon?
To be fair, even I am still skeptical of that one.
A shadow dragon, by the way.
Also,
Oh, that helps.
also you got to
The
ask.
Great Elder Shadow
The Grand
Dragon.
Elder Shadow Dragon.
Yes.
When we woke up in a dragon,
The same one, by the way.
I
The
think-
innkeeper is unctuously by your table. He is probably, his head would come up to your nipples in height. He's quite a short man, and he's like Fat Controller round. He is wearing a top hat to make himself look bigger, and he's still in lifts and only that tall. He has a finely waxed curled mustache and a bright red nose and cheery sparkling eyes, and he is dressed in a very fine white pressed thing with a leather apron over the top, and there's a slight curl at the end of his boots, and he's like, "Did I hear someone mention that they would like to move in? We have many rooms available. The Stag and Beetle has just opened again after problems. We would be happy to give a fine table of renowned heroes such as yourself a discount on the rooms."
I believe we are in need of 3.
Of course.
Renowned heroes? You.
Well, I couldn't help but monitor your conversation. And you have done great many works up north indeed. Very, very fine, very good works. The battle up north of the Shell against the Frostbeam incursions and other such things, very important. And you are, of course, friends of the Count, Grunhausen. You are, of course, Saphira the Rat Paladin. I've heard many things. And you will be entering the tournament.
Merely a cleric, but yes.
And this must be, therefore, your adventuring group. That would be, if I remember the tales, you are the Sullen Amazon. You must be Apron Folg, and you must be Mara.
Sorry, who? Mar?
Don't correct the man, Mara.
That's not Mara.
Of course, so perhaps as low as 5 silver pieces a night for the two of you, and of course, you would stay here free. As the sun descends, the shadow lengthens.
oh, sounds good to me. Well, let's go get all our stuff.
Before it is stolen.
Might want to alert the cart driver
In
of
earnest
your
of this, he'll just pass out
change
the
of
keys.
location.
Thank you.
After all, you're going to want to move the cart.
So it was 5 silver
horse
per
here as well.
day
Yeah.
for each of us.
For both of you.
Stupid.
I'll give him like 10 gold. So, that's-
You're paid up for a good long time.
so like be for both of us.
Okay,
So that'd be
yeah.
10 days.
Yeah. Works for me.
Many thanks.
We'll have to go get the cart driver. He may.
Ah, yes, we have 2 horses and 1 cart to stable.
Well, you guys are.
I'll tell the stable boys.
Well, you guys are. You are all moving, relocating essentially. I shall see if I can locate this Iron Founderson, and
And get your innkeeper to get the tournament sign up and learn.
that too. But also look at getting my armor. This armor that I got from the Touchstone fitted.
Also, when
They said plate armor would put a good impression.
you're signing up,
yes.
see if you can just
Plate
put down
armor
our
is
names
very
too.
good, yeah.
Oh, of course, I would like to see if I could sign you all up. I'll dash at Roya left before I could determine whether she wanted me to get. Well, she can probably sort it out herself, knowing her.
What? We can't enter.
I'm sure you'll find a way.
If you do enter for me, add an extra N at the end of Obster.
I don't even know how to spell your.
I'll write it down.
Right. That's weird.
So yeah, I'll let you guys.
Right.
move.
We will take a break here so we can all. Well.
Don't you just want to kiss these lips?